PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. Hey, I had a good run this week, gang. I was down in Houston, and I did Dallas-Fort Worth area, so little Gulf States run. Private distributorship. On the certified side, do things a little bit different. But I got to tell you, here's the biggest questions I got to ask all week long. So my plans are to finish up the year with just some tips, and then start next year with Socratic selling, the art of asking questions, and moving into being able to objectively find out what the customer has researched. But the questions I got to ask this week is, how do you start your videos? There's so many of you that have posted videos out there, and I believe you're going too far into the video thing to really get maximum impact. The first request is the customer wants to know something about a car. They want to know something about a price, something about a car, something about availability. So if that's the lead you get, if you get a lead from a phone call or a digital lead, or somebody gives you a referral, the first thing you should do is basically identify yourself. Let's utilize what we already have online. If your dealership webpage is even just decent, if it's a middle of the road, not great, not terrible website, then virtually everything about your dealership is featured on the website. There's a statement about the dealership and about how long they've been in the market. If it's a family-owned store, there's a statement about that. If you have pictures of the car online, whether it's an incoming new car or whether it's a pre-owned car or a certified car, there's photos of the car online. Let's make sure the first thing is all the money that we spent to be able to get that information to a customer prior to them coming in, let's make sure we expedite that to the customer. Grab the images of the car, grab the website, and send them to the stock number of the car they're looking at. So the first thing you ought to do is repeat the request by giving them all the information that we've already prepared for the customer to see. There's really no reason for the customer to come in and not know everything that we've already offered to them on a public outlay, any kind of digital medium. Again, now on a certified side, you know, we're grabbing all these things and we're using over 2,500 websites for the customers to see your product and your offering. And remember now, they may never come to your website. They may never have seen anything about your dealership. We've just grabbed your images, the 25 pictures of the vehicle, the pricing of the vehicle, the odometer, and we've sent that out there. But the customer has seen something or done some kind of research. So your first offering for you should be you. And I keep saying this, but I know I don't get to touch everybody when I'm on the road. So it should be something as simple as, be very generic, as simple as, hey, I'm KC, I'll be taking care of you, I can't wait to meet you in person. And that doesn't matter whether it's a used car or a certified car or a used car that's a non-Toyota brand or a brand new car. All it was doing is introducing me. If I have any kind of bullet points, if the customer says what I'm interested in is a black XSE Camry, then the second video I'm going to send out is me standing right by what they've asked for. I want to let you know it's in stock. Here's a couple of extras on this car that you might not expect. It's a fantastic car and a great choice. I can't wait to see you. If you want to do a third video, then there's research. Gang, I want to say it again, and I've said it several times, but I realize there's a lot of these videos on YouTube. But I grab all the videos about Toyota. New car, certified car, used car, it doesn't matter. But if there's a positive photo, a positive article in Car and Driver, Road and Track, Automotive News, sometimes Toyota puts some stuff out there, and I'll grab a Toyota link that you guys might have missed. That's on my Twitter account, DOYOU PK52. So it's do you question product knowledge PK52. So if you type in that on your Twitter account, and I realize, man, nobody tweets. Everybody hates Twitter. You know, the people I say, well, I hate Twitter, I don't tweet. Have you ever been on Twitter? No. Okay, then how do you know you hate it? I realize there's a lot of nonsense on Twitter, but if you find a source out there, I mean, if you found a guy that wrote for a magazine like Automotive News, and you thought this guy was the best writer out there and his articles were very pro-Toyota, I would follow him, because you know he's tweeting his articles. If you found, you know, follow the Toyota USA site. So once a week, plug into Toyota USA on Twitter and find out what they've released. They release great pictures and everything. It's just a source that you can grab. Remember, when you download a tweet and you send it to a customer, it's a link. And that link will open up, and either the video or the article will play for the customer. And it starts being strategic. The number one thing is, I want the customer to be interested in something that I'm selling. That's number one. And I believe digitally your dealerships are doing enough to get the customer interested. Back in the day when I started, we bought the back page of the newspaper on the weekends. So the customer could open up the newspaper and see all the cars we had and all the pricing. Now it's digitally, it's out there. So I think the dealership's probably doing enough to get the information out to the customer. So the next thing I need to do is I need to find out what they're looking for and then send them information based upon their research. And if they're looking at Camry versus Accord, and I look on this Twitter account, this Twitter feed that I put out there, and I find 4 or 5 articles where Camry versus the competition, including the Accord, and I said, I hope this helps. I know you guys are researching, not coming in until the weekend. Here's a few articles that I thought were fantastic. I got to tell you, gang, nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. We set an appointment for somebody and then we wait for them to come in, and then we're disappointed when they come in and they've already been to 3 other stores and there's no profitability in the car deal. And your manager looks at you and says, yeah, we're not going to make that deal. So you spent all this time trying to get the customer in, doing your job, and by the time the customer makes an offer on a car, they've done so much research that it's an offer that the dealership won't accept. That doesn't make anybody any money, and it certainly doesn't put anybody in your client base so that you can grow your business. So the more you can do before the customer comes in, the better it's going to be when they come there. The more familiar they are with you as a person, your face, your image, your characteristics, the easier it is for them to say yes. Here's what I think, and maybe I'm wrong. I think there's so much information out there right now that the customers have already made a decision of what they want to buy. That doesn't mean they're not going to change their mind. But if a Carvana or a Vroom or these other places out there that don't really have a facility and that will send these cars to your house or selling cars, I think that sometimes we got to consider that some adults are smart enough to make their own decisions without our help. I'd like to sell them a car also. So think about these things as we close the year down. You are the biggest asset in the history of the car business. It's never been the cars. If it's been the cars we sold back in 1985 that we said were the greatest cars of all time would still be the greatest cars of all time. Cars change, cars evolve, offerings evolve, customers' attitudes, what they're looking for, the colors of cars become hot and become cold. But the one constant in the car business is the talent of the salesperson. Raise the level of your talent, get more people to do business with you, build your business. Casey Nix, PK52, the Saturday Morning Meeting.